Good morning, morning, namaste. Glad I'm not the only person up. Good morning. Let's see if you can invite your followers and share on Facebook. Let's see if we can get a couple more people. Good morning, good morning. I didn't catch the other name. Erkan Horasan. Good morning. Easy Dan, good morning. Born Tamu, good morning. Share with your followers, see if we can get some more people in. Just wanted to share with you my my spell I did this morning, my process, and I think you're gonna like it because I got a lot out of it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get started. I did a thank you for sharing so much. I did a sweetening jar spell this morning, and I told y'all last night when I put up my video about my oil lamp that I'm gonna do at noon today, that my spells are usually very intuitional. In the moment I come up with stuff, I have a basic idea of what I want to do, but as I do the spell, it's kind of shown to me how it's gonna work. Good morning, beautiful. Look good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I woke up. I just kind of arranged my hair a little bit and sat down, so thank you. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, obviously, this is what all people should do if you're like a practitioner of magic, witchcraft, alchemy, whatever. Is write down, hello turkey, is write down your findings and your results. So I got this book, and this is what you would call like either a book of grimoire. Some people call it a book of shadows. It's basically a journal of a person that is practicing their magic, practicing their wisdom. Okay, so I got this at good morning, Phoenix. I got this at Ross, and I love it because it's a peacock, and I'm so drawn to peacocks lately. And I got this, and you can either open it this way or this way. It's just blank pages. What I'm going to do is make it into my book of shadows, and I'm going to decorate it up and write down my spells. I wrote down in my journal what I did this morning, but I'm going to transfer it to for that book. I'm probably going to write on a piece of paper and glue it in and decorate it and put all my little stuff around it and make it look nice, because this morning was really good. Okay, so I'm working with this book, the Conjure Workbook. Great morning. Working the Root by Star Cassis. Let me do this so you can see it. Okay, and in this book she made a very good point about working the clock. Instead of using the moon cycles, which are longer, but you're using the clock, because hours obviously go faster than a 30-day cycle. So I woke up at about 5:30, and I got started. I got all my stuff together. I cleaned my, let me show you. I cleaned this plate. I got this at the Dollar Tree. And when you're starting off, thank you so much, New Money. When you're starting off, you don't have to get expensive stuff, because obviously if you have not been practicing abundance your whole life, or you've gotten into a certain place, you're not going to, hello France, you're not going to have a lot of money to start off with. But what you do is start where you are. And I'm going to show you how to do this pretty economically. But as you go, you will get more abundance, and you'll be able to purchase better things. Because I would love to have a silver tray, you know, made out of real silver. That would be awesome. But this is a silver colored tray that I got at the Dollar Tree for what? $1. Okay. So I washed this with ammonia. You can get ammonia at the Dollar Tree too for $1. And I washed my jar. This is actually a candle that I got, or it was a candle that I got at the Dollar Tree for $1. And I burned the candle out, And when it was burned down, I put it in the freezer. And when you put candle wax in the freezer, you can crack it and it'll pop out really easy. And I washed it and cleaned it, and I saved the lid. I pulled the sticker off of it. Okay. So then I washed this with ammonia. I washed my tray with ammonia, and I kind of washed my hands off with ammonia. I burnt some, here's another jar, a repurposed jar with, I burnt some patchouli. This is the leaf. I think it's a leaf. It's a plant matter of patchouli, just like the patchouli oil that people wear. It's in this jar, and I burnt that right here. And give me hearts if you like what I'm saying. Give me hearts. I burnt my patchouli to because patchouli is a prosperity and wealth herb. Thank you so much for the hearts. And to prepare the area, that's what you usually do before a spell. This is my selenite tower, and I burnt a green candle. You can't see it because it's almost out, but well, there's the wax from it. So it's a green candle, and there's just some sugar that kind of spilled over here, and that's fine. And then some patchouli I kind of sprinkled on my tray, so it's not dirty. That's the way it's supposed to be. And in my sweetening jar, I used water. I use water because I want prosperity, abundance, wealth to flow to me like water. Spells are all about training your subconscious mind. You want to get your subconscious mind on board with what you're doing consciously, because if it's not, it's going to fight you, okay? Because all the seeds that are planted there are what you're acting out of. Your subconscious mind represents 90 to 95% of your power, okay? And if your subconscious mind is trained and programmed a certain way, in lack, in fear, and all these different things, then that's what you're going to operate out of. You want to reprogram it to where it's automatically coming out with, we're abundant. We have plenty of love around us. We have plenty of food around us. We have beautiful things around us. We have all we need, rather than, having the poverty mindset and lack mindset. So I put water in it and domino sugar. I don't eat domino sugar straight up because I don't like what it does to my body. Good morning, Tegra Luna. But I use it in the spell. Why? Because it dissolves very quickly and it makes my water sweet. Now, the way I see it, when you eat sugar and it's in this form, it goes into your body and raises your blood glucose very quickly. So I want sweetness to come to me very quickly. I want prosperity to come to me very quickly. And yep, my candle just finished. Well, almost. It came back. So I put that in there and I dissolved it. And you can see it's all dissolved. Inside there is cinnamon that I broke up. It was a cinnamon stick. And for economy's purposes, until as you work your magic and you get more and more abundant, more proficient, before you can afford, cinnamon, you don't have to spend a lot of money on cinnamon, but these are like, is this like 59 cents or something? It's like it's $1 and something. It's not $5. It's very economical, and you get several sticks in there. I just broke up one of them and put it in there. That's cinnamon's an herb, or actually it's like the bark of a tree, prosperity ingredient. And then bay leaves are prosperity herbs. You can write what you want on one of these and actually burn it for like a very quick prosperity spell. You would just write on the leaf what you want or what you desire to come to you, and then you burn it. Okay. I didn't actually add this because for whatever reason I couldn't find it when I was doing it. But rosemary, and I can just sprinkle some on my plate just to kind of feed the spell. This is rosemary. It's another prosperity herb. And nutmeg. I put 1 nutmeg in it. Okay, nutmeg is a prosperity. You can actually carry this in your pocket and wrap $1 or $20 bill or a $5 bill or whatever around it, and you just speak the word over it that you want it to bring prosperity to you, okay? And then also I put a sunstone in here. What do I do with the ashes? These aren't ashes. This is patchouli leaf that I sprinkled on here. And these are the ashes from the spell. But usually what I do with ashes, especially like charcoal, is I'll make black salt with it. And you can make black salt with this too. I'll put it in my mortar and pestle, grind it up, and you can make black salt, and you can use that for protection. So that's what I would do with the ashes. These are the ashes, and this is actually patchouli, the plant matter. You know, if you ever heard of patchouli oil, this is the plant matter that they would, it's the dried plant matter that they got the oil from. So I put a sunstone in here because the sunstone is a stone of manifestation. And also I did this with the sunrise. So I just felt like that would be very proper. I actually bought the 4 of them the other day when I went to my the Crystal Garden. Actually, I went there, and it says, "Let the sun shine in, helps one develop their spiritual gifts, offers mental clarity, connects one with positive thoughts." Wow, I just thought of this when I tell you about how this spell worked out. What this does will make a lot of sense. Sheds light on obstacles and brings good luck and good fortune. Stone of manifestation. Reminds one of their own personal brilliance. Remember this part right here. Sheds light on obstacles and brings luck and good fortune. Now, let me see. Oh yeah, and I put 3 clear quartz chips in there like this. They're just these little chips. And I got stuff in my hand, sticky stuff from the sugar and stuff. Because clear quartz amplifies, and I cleared them with my bell. I like sound for clearing crystals because it takes them back to their dominant oscillatory rate. It makes them potent and clears them out. So I just speak over them for them to be clear and reset, and then I clear them with sound. So these are clear crystal chips, clear quartz chips that I put 3 of them in there. Okay, so let's set this back up, and let me tell you how this spell ended up working out for me. Okay, first of all of us are children of God, children of the universe, divine beings, okay? And our natural state is prosperity and abundance, love, bliss, period, okay? If you're not experiencing those states constantly, that means that you've been trained to accept something else, or you've been living in an illusion, okay? So the only thing you need to do is remove those obstacles, remove those blocks, and reprogram your subconscious mind. And then your conscious living or life will be changed, period. The seen comes from the unseen. So the subconscious mind is what's not seen. It's beneath the consciousness, okay? And you want to make those two one. You want them to be in alignment. You can't be thinking or harboring negative thoughts in your subconscious mind. You can't have things hidden from you and then expect your display, your life to be prosperous and good. You can't say, I want love in my life, and yet you've got this block to love, either through abuse, past abuse, maybe things you've hidden, just your negative mindset. You just say, oh, the classic thing, there ain't no good men, there ain't no good women, blah, blah, blah. You can't, and that's something you're saying consciously. So you have to go back and figure out why you think that, because it's not true. There are people on the planet who have very good marriages, very good relationships. There are people who are rich. There are people who have more than enough, which is, sorry, take some water, hold on. Which is the reality. Sorry. I didn't drink all my water this morning. So, the reality, hey, good morning. So your reality and your natural state is bliss, more than enough, expansion, abundance, all of that, okay? So if you're not experiencing that, good morning, Moni, namaste. I think I already said good morning to you. I think you came back. So thank you. So if that is your natural state and you're not experiencing it, then there's